Well, inshallah, chat, and good evening. Put a little video up yesterday. Got a bit of a reaction from the more inclusivity minded within the SCP community. So I thought I'd do a little follow-up stream on it, just an hour or so of the evening, to read over the reaction, because my apparently my quote unquote fan base is toxic and has been brigading their sweet innocent little subreddit. At least that's what I've been reading. And there's a lot of things that I didn't get to cover that I only stumbled on after I put the video up. And holy shit, if I had seen these, I would have put them up immediately. It would have been in the video. I'm on a bit of a timeout on Twitter for making fun of British people and telling them how great America is. So if I had access to that, I'd be shitposting instead. But since I've been denied my constitutional right to shitpost about retarded shit on the internet, I figured we could do it in live stream form. How's it how's it going this evening, chat? Let me just double check my audio before we get into this. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. People are saying XXX Tenation is dead. I don't know who the fuck that is. I saw a video of it earlier. It looked like he got shot in the fucking face, but I don't know who that is. I don't listen to all that hip hop stuff. I'm one of those 30-year-old boomers. So, that scares us. The hippity hop is a little bit too much like devil's music, so we tend to stay away from it. But yeah, apparently a guy got shot in the head in his really fancy car. Rip and pepperoni. Maybe they can hold a double funeral for him and Boogie together. A merging of the worlds. Maybe we could get other LPers to cover their funerals. It could be like a real life Let's Play, except the people are dead. So a real dead Let's Play? Not sure how that would work. I don't. I'm taking it. We got a lot of Tenation fans in the chat. They loving that. Well, maybe he was a maestro of music. I have no fucking clue. But let's take a look. For those of you unfamiliar, I did a video yesterday. Feel free to watch it if you don't have the time for it. There's a little wiki that's based off some fan fiction writing that originated on X that throughout the years has sort of changed its mentality because 4chan is icky and toxic and they need to be done away with. But luckily, here comes Reddit and Tumblr to the rescue, and they're going to save things. And that's essentially what the video was about, and moderation and administration's attitude towards how they run the fucking site. But there were a few things, I guess, that were done for Pride Month on the SCP Wiki that I didn't get to add in. Some beautiful screen caps showing diversity and inclusivity. To give you a real idea of the direction of the site, let me share some of those with you. I think you're going to like this. We're gonna take a look and read through. Remember, this is a short horror fiction, sci-fi-ish wiki. Okay, so think creepypasta. And when you think creepypasta, imagine running into this. So let's put the first image up. Secure, contain, pride. And I swear to fucking God, my favorite part of this is this pops up on all the images. Inclusion, unconditionally. So let's take a look at the SCP Foundation. I didn't come out to anyone but myself until a year after I joined the Foundation, when I already had friends and coworkers and people who knew me. But as soon as I told my supervisors that I was trans, the only questions they asked were what medical needs I had. Because, because we all know the Foundation is known for taking such good care of their fucking staff. Because the Foundation would be covering them in full. Honestly, I wasn't surprised when they told me that. I feel completely comfortable here, and I always have. Agent C. Trouse, Public Protection Officer, Site 42, female to male transgender. And can I do this? Let me see if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you this lovely face. Yeah, I think I can. Let's just look at that. It looks like somebody ripped ass. It looks like somebody literally took a shit in front of this fucking person while they were taking this picture. That face sums up the "mom said it's my turn to play" look. That's a look your little brother shows you when they show up in your fucking room. Again, short horror fiction wiki site. But Agent Trouse, the female to male transgender, very happy that the foundation is taking care of their medical needs. Very happy. Oh, but we have more. We have more, obviously. Again, inclusion unconditionally. When I was in school, I felt a little different compared to the other kids. The aspect of sex never appealed to me, and I always thought there had to be more to a relationship than that. Being a foundation psychologist has helped me come to terms with the fact that there's nothing broken about me, and I am who I am. Dr. Ash W., psychologist, Site 42, asexual. Yeah, that's going to keep those anomalies in check. That's going to keep the big bad horrors that lurk the fucking foundation facilities in check. Are the asexual and transgendered security and psychology staff. Thank God they're there to protect us from the nightmares that want to tear us apart. No, no Keter level events are going to happen as long as this bad motherfucker's there. The way I grew up, I didn't have parents to look up to for guidance on these sorts of things. I grew up assuming that being gay was a terrible thing, largely due to other children's use of the word and how they flung it at me. Now, with years of experience under my belt and enough salt to drown 682, I can probably say I'll do whoever the hell I want. Agent R. Spalding, male to female beta 5, babysitters site 11, pansexual, and I don't even know what the fuck this is. Lythromantic? Lythromantic, maybe like lycanthrope? Does this guy want to fuck werewolves? Is that what this is? I'm a pansexual, but I also want to bang werewolves, which is why they won't let me near certain anomalies. Because I keep trying to fuck them. That's not Wolf's Bane, that's my cologne. I'm looking for a date. I'm Agent R. Spalding. This is I don't even know what the fuck is going on. But again, I mean, this is a community that thinks you need affirmative consent from doorknobs. How does this happen? How does something that is fun and user driven, that people take part in, how does it devolve into pure fucking dog shit? Taken over by snowflakes and retards that want to insert their sexuality into it. I'm fairly certain the Foundation wouldn't give two flying fucks about what you stick your dick into. And I'm also fairly certain they're not going to cover your medical expenses. They'd rather just put a bullet in you. I mean, that's kind of the vibe I get from it. But maybe I'm just not inclusive-minded enough to understand the direction that they're heading. But people send me caps. Again, I can't post on Twitter, but I can read on Twitter. So if you have any interesting SCP entries, send them to me at Metokur, and I will read them on stream. But some of the things that I've been sent and I wanted to share with you was the Reddit, the subreddit's reaction to the video. I'll just put a cap up that somebody sent me. Give you an idea of what's going on over there. Apparently, the exclusive inclusivity doesn't apply to making posts on their subreddit. All those posts getting locked, getting shut down, keys being turned. Nobody's getting through that fuckers. Padlock shut, sealed. And all the fucking deleted comments. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just shut it down. Just end it. No discussion here. No discussion here. And I am going to go back into that. Again, because one of the points of the video was really talking about the administrator and the moderator's approach to their fucking community. And I got some choice quotes from people that are administrators on the SCP Wiki. I think really help shine a light on this. But we got a few super chats here. Let me be a little money whore and read some of these. And we'll move on to the entertaining bits. Kool-Aider, the SCP Foundation paid for my 8 weeks of administrative leave after I touched those kids. Thanks, SCP, for being pedo-positive. Dr. Allballs Jerkenstein. Or Jerkenstein, I'm sorry, Rabbi. I mispronounced your name. I'll check that privilege. Larry Bernard, do you remember when people used to be people and not become one of several identities to be bought and sold by major corporations? Now that's a long-lost memory. I don't think that happens anymore. Xenophag Uprising, you never answered my super chat for E3. What is the best New Vegas faction? If you're not the Legion, get the fuck out of here. Michael Shaw, how did the average creepypasta and grimdark stuff get co-opted by people like this? They're trying the same shit in 40K. Why do these joyless, confused land whales feel the need to ruin everything that's fun? I could put a few theories out to that. I mean, you could go the political route and talk about cultural Marxism. But I think at the end of the day, women ruin everything they kind of touch. And I think when women see that men are interested in a hobby, that means they're not getting attention. So here come all those women, especially from Tumblr and from Reddit. And they need to tear it apart, because if you don't have something you have joy in, if you don't have something you really are truly happy with, then you have to pay attention to them. That would be a guess, I suppose. Jessica Eustace, Tumblr on artistic creativity, my feelin' shut it down. Artistic creativity meant to make you feel emotions as an artist. Fuck these gunts and censoring people's works. It's literal fascism at play. Make 'em cry, Jim. Well, Jessica, these are these are unique individuals. I mean, you saw the security staff, you saw the psychologist, lots of pan-gendered ponykins running around the facility at the Foundation. No fucking wonder there's so many containment breaches. These people are too busy trying to figure out who they want to date or not date, instead of watching watching security cameras and following proper procedures. That's why all these SCPs keep breaking out. These confused motherfuckers can't get laid. They've got too many special things to navigate. The Dead Air Hour. Fuck SCP. We have a Space Force now. Launch SJWs into the sun. Good luck with that. The typical SJW weighs at least 4 metric tons. Try to get enough of them onto a rocket to make it cost effective to shoot them into the sun. We'll probably bankrupt the nation. But I admire the effort. Coladante, male or MTF in the context of SCP. Okay, yeah. I misread that. I was just used to, after the second line, it being like, this is the kind of snowflake I am. So I just immediately went to male to female. But yes, Mobile Task Force. My bad. Arizona Raspberry. I know I've said this before, but so many women make the rest of us look bad. They do, Arizona. They do. But usually it's the really ugly fucking women and the really, really super heavy-set women. The bitter women, the cat ladies. The kind of women that you wouldn't hang out with. The kind of women that other women don't like are the kind of women that want to speak for all women. Or in this case, ruin something that's a creative writing Wikipedia, such as SCP. Gray Fox 37, a Lythro is someone who loves people in theory. You know, those high school betas that love you from afar. Are you fucking kidding me? I like my explanation better. I think this guy just wants to fuck werewolves. Can we stick with that? He just wants to fuck werewolves? I think that's the way to go. Okay, and I'll read some more super chats in a bit here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at their subreddit, just to get a feel for the reaction that's been going on. Let me just cue this up here. I'll start with one that I think really fits the fucking theme. Make sure I've got the right window open. There we go. Hopefully that's going to display properly. Just move that over there. All right. The amount of toxicity here is disheartening. This was submitted 9 hours ago by Dr. Gersh. Good morning. I've known the SCP Foundation since 2009. I grew up with the website. I was 11 in 2009. Things are starting to make more sense, aren't they? I even took some time to read Clef's archives and the Wanderer's Library. I strongly recommend both of them, so you can understand my love for the website. I stopped reading the website at the beginning of 2018, having much work to do, and the website being one of the most time-consuming things ever. And I just went back being on my vacation. Holy ... I've never seen so much toxicity linked to the website. Yes, that includes the fishmonger case. People screaming SJW here and there, astroturfing, dislike bombing, etc. What the hell are people thinking? This is just an admittedly ugly logo. What the hell is with all these people saying, yes, but the Foundation wouldn't? We don't give a fuck about what the Foundation does or doesn't for the main look of the website. The website isn't in-universe, and any website needs a logo anyway. By the same logic, every April Fool's Day is canon in-universe. Remember the sexual containment procedure? Not that it would bother me, the stories were glorious, especially Clef's comeback. Holy fuck, that was awesome. And finally, I thought that in 2018, the current year, people would understand that LGBTQ things don't have to be political. Really, this makes me quite sad. And there's an edit. To all the people saying that bans were just or unjustified, read the comments. If anything, I would blame the mod for not banning enough people. The sheer amount of mental gymnastics some people are doing here to justify their homophobia is astounding. Well, let's go read some of that just terrible homophobia. I'm sure it's just very toxic in the comments on a fucking subreddit. This is from Modern Erasmus. The majority of the community on site and on here agrees with you based on past discussions on the subject. What's happening now is that we're being brigaded by a fan base of a YouTuber who posted a poorly researched attack video about us yesterday. At the end of the day, it's just a little logo that you see for only half a second before you scroll down to read the text. It'll be gone soon anyway. Just, the majority. Okay, here's the thing. I've read a lot of their comments on their dumb little subreddit, and they like to try to make it seem like poorly researched. I want to give you want to hear a fucking statement from an administrator on the wiki, from their official Tumblr blog. This was posted back on the 13th or the 14th of this month, so this is before the video. Let's go race. You tell me what this statement seems to say to you. Look at their beautiful little Tumblr blog. Here we go. I'm not a damned monkey. Reminder to the SCP fandom: if you don't support LGBTQIA+, you're not an SCP fan. I mean, I don't make the rules. Oh wait, yes I do. So if you are homophobic, transphobic, commit bi erasure, believe that ace people are not part of the community, or any of the other bullshit, well, SCP is not for you. Bye. And again, just so, where is it here? Yeah, this is a follow-up comment to that. OP is a site administrator. So that's not some random fucking thing. This is their official Tumblr blog, linked to their fucking wiki, stating outright, you better support it, because if you don't, you're not a fan. You're not a fan of the SCP. That seems like a pretty blunt fucking statement to me. But no. Clearly, this is a poorly researched video. No, commit bi erasure. What is bi erasure? What the fuck does that even mean? And what is believe ace people are not part of the community? Is ace some other sexual designation I'm unfucking familiar with? But these are the people. These are the people running the fucking thing now. Half the staff identifies as it. Half the staff is deeply ingrained in the community. They're fucking tumble about it. Jesus, trying to go through this Tumblr. They're like 800 fucking posts a day. Yeah, the LGBTQ element OP plus A. If you're not down with it, you're not a fan. So don't tell me that there's not some political shoehorning going on here. That there's not a message being crammed down your throat. Maybe you just want to go to a fucking wiki to read some short horror fiction. Maybe you don't give two flying fucks about what Pride Month it is this month. And, it makes me wonder, maybe there aren't a lot of colored people on the staff, because I haven't seen a Black History Month logo for their shit. So I guess it's just a bunch of suburbanite rich white kids that have found their trending topic for the year and are really just grasping onto it. But no, they're being brigaded by a poorly researched video. I don't know. Seems pretty fucking blatant to me. If you're not for it, you're against it, and you're gone. You're part of that toxic culture that needs to be done away with. Who cares if you can write well? Who cares if you can come up with a good idea? Who cares that this wasn't something we created? We just co-opted and took for ourselves. And now we're going to get rid of the people that actually, were behind the idea. Just take it over and shit right in your face when you have a problem with it. That's beautiful. Welcome to the internet. Read a few more of these chats here. From VeggieBad. I think the reason why SCP is getting co-opted by these SJWs are these Tumblrettes, lacking any sort of writing talent. So they have to resort to pull the social justice card to get good boy points to justify it. That's not a bad theory. I mean, you could, I suppose, take a look at all the accounts that are vomiting up this bullshit and then just see their posting history and see if they've actually ever contributed or if they just like to run around and police other people and, dictate what's acceptable or what isn't. Daily Freak Slenderman. Slender Zer, sir. Respect it shitload. Wasn't Slenderman an SA creation? I'm fairly certain something awful came up with that. And I'm sure Lotex loves that part of that legacy is little preteen girls stabbing each other in the stomach because some goon came up with a fucking fiction for the website. Thank you, Trevor. Looks like I'm not sure if you forgot your message there. Wyatt Timble, the tyranny of the talentless. That's probably what's going on here. Again, it's people that can't do it dictating to people that can do it how they should do it. Because, fuck having fun or enjoying yourself. You need to get in line. You need to watch it. From Nerdman, SCP equals Snowflake Clown Prince. Well, no, see, you couldn't. Actually, let me double check that. Make sure I got the right. Oh, Clown Posse. Yes, if you said Prince, I was going to say that's too gendered. I don't think they'd go for that. Karambi. I'm moving to Portland, Oregon soon. Well, good luck to you. Any advice on dealing with the hipsters and liberals there? No, they will. They will absorb you and make you part of them. In a year's time, you're going to be wearing short shorts and just talking about how great things are in the liberated state of Oregon. Augusto Pinochet. I wish I was alive to throw these fags from a helicopter. Well, again, I don't think you could heft them up. You'd need a crane to huck them out. But this is that toxicity they're talking about. Terrible toxicity that just can't be allowed on a wiki about short horror fiction. The absolute state of the fucking internet. Let's read some more reactions from these people. And then I thought we'd take a look at SCP-2721, the alien death satellites connected by an umbilical cord that identify as trans women and run a Tumblr blog. That's well, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Oh, these comments. I'm disheartened too. I was applauding the moderation for its firm stance for LGBT people over the last few days. But I just had to read the sad news on how this played out and had to say my goodbye. How can you reason if you can even say this? I wonder what they're saying. Oh, yeah, they're talking about toxicity. Yeah, it's just I was 11 when I came to it, and it's just too toxic. They need to ban more people. That's what they're actually, this asshole, that's what he's saying. He's upset they're not banning more people. The mods need to get rid of more people. There's too much wrongthink allowed here. And I don't even think he's talking just about their fucking subreddit. I mean, it's their subreddit. They can do whatever they want with it. But I think he's talking about the fucking wiki. You need to get rid of these people. What am I going to do if I hear an opinion I can't handle? I'll fucking melt. Here's another one. My opinion on the current drama from Delaney. Honestly, I support the LGBT T people. I can't, there's this acronym. Fucking hell. I'm just going to say the gays. Honestly, I support the gays every way I can, but don't drag politics into something that doesn't really need that. This is a fictional universe about containing threats to humanity. Putting a rainbow flag on the logo might give the wrong sort of message. Some might even think this could mean something like the gay people are a threat to humanity like SCPs, which may cause unnecessary drama. Well, I didn't even take it as that, but that's a good interpretation. Is that really what they're saying? Have I been wrong? Are these all super hardcore alt-righters that want to contain and protect society from the gay menace? The video Metokur made was just a report in an entertaining way. I'm pretty sure this is an anti-LGBT, and I'm also pretty sure that he is an alt-right. I've watched enough of his videos to know that. Don't believe this man. If anybody from that subreddit is watching this, Delaney is actually my second in command in the Fourth Reich. That's what we're calling it. It's a super hardcore alt-right organization. You don't have to just read Siege, you need to have it tattooed on your back. the whole fucking thing to even get in. This man is covered in anti-Semitism. He's just trying to trick you. SCP should remain apolitical. I agree. So do I, by the way. I do agree. Just let the fictional wiki be a fictional wiki. It's obvious that the administrators and the moderators have a personal preference for the shit that they want to push. And it doesn't matter. It could be any stance. Just keep it the fuck off of it. And stop with the "you're toxic, you need to go away" shit. Ban it, lock it, dismiss it, censor it. It's a fucking creative writing project. What are you doing? Lucky for you, the gays community are human and deserve human rights is a completely apolitical statement, or at least it should be. Oh, it looks like we've got an argument taking place. Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. That was never the fucking issue, and you know it. Did you even watch the video? He points out the fact that the moderation team is full of assholes. They are, by the way. Who don't give a shit about the quality of content admitted to the site. They only care about pushing an agenda. Harmless jokes with no bad intent are shut down due to the hurt fifis. Let's go take a look at their. These were the these were the closed. Oh my god, there's so much shit. Yeah, these were the ones that they locked down because apparently people posted the shit on their subreddit, and that's where it goes. Yeah, this is their original statement as to why they locked it down. The video simply collects complaints that have already been stated. That's what they say. While people are screaming about how badly they want to fuck doorknobs in the comments. What is this? Considering several of our most frequent commenters got downvote bombed, opinions that got highly upvoted on all threads on this topic got burned, and vice versa. A dude spamming slurs all throughout the thread got upvoted. One of our OG authors, who this video incorrectly claims to support, got downvote bombed. Yes, this is a raid of brigade caused by the video. It'll likely die down soon. That doesn't represent the user base of this sub or the wider fandom. And yet, I'm looking over here. These look like normal fucking users to me that seem to disagree with them, but apparently I'm wrong. Apparently these are all terrible people coming to brigade this innocent, didn't do nothing subreddit. Oh, the horror. Oh, these poor Redditors. How will they ever live with fucking opinions that don't align to the shit that they think? Oh, what are they going to do? Heaven forbid. Jim's black boyfriend. Oh, hello. It's nice to see you again. What is it with LGBT and claiming to be inclusive and asking to accept them, but if you challenge them, they ignore you? I have no fucking idea. I don't. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even think that LGBT people were the ones that said, let's have a Pride Month. I think this is a pet project from the administrators and the moderators, and they just shoved it down the throat of fucking anybody. Which I guess is kind of a twofold thing. It pisses off the normal people who just browse the website, the normal user base, whether they're gay or straight, it wouldn't even fucking matter. They just want it to be apolitical. And even the activist types, the ones outside the norm, the ones that want to fight for causes, probably never brought it up. I don't think this is on the top of anybody's fucking list for making the world a more equal place. We need to have a gay rainbow up on the SCP wiki. It's just fucking weird. From Noah Berthithel? I can't. I've lost my ability to speak. I've become too diverse. I can't handle it. So should the trolls try to out-Tumblr the mods? Or should they just put up as much crap until mods put their emotional labor vacation notice? I don't know the state of this fucking community. It just annoys me that something that started with the idea of anonymous contributions or people with a kind of a certain mindset contributing to this and building it up have been usurped and replaced by people that try to say that anybody that originally had a hand in it or the place that it originated from are toxic and need to be done away with. It's so fucking blatant. You see this co-opting shit take place, but I've never really seen it so blatantly done. It kind of almost reminds me of, there's a video clip from when Occupy Wall Street was really, really kind of reaching the crescendo of what it was going to do. The attention that it was getting. Where all these people gathered together to talk about fuck the corporations, man, that shit. But it was the people with actual economic grievances that had some bullet points that they wanted to talk about. And there's a video clip of them all kind of standing around, ready to say their piece, right? ready to talk about what their actual issues are. And this chick gets up with a microphone and tells them, she explains what a privilege stack is, and then tells them that all the white men and all the straight people need to fuck off because they're only going to let minorities speak, women speak, the disabled speak, and there's actually an order in which they can speak. So, like, if you're a black woman, you'd go before a black man. But if you're a disabled black woman, you'd go in front of her. And if you hit the lottery and you're a gay, disabled black woman, like, you get front and center on the fucking stage. And it doesn't matter if your points are retarded. That's a progressive stack. That's a privilege stack. So, I mean, there are very few examples of where it's kind of done right in your face. That would be one of them. And this feels like another. This feels like something where the fucking staff just want to get rid of anybody that disagrees with them. And I've had a lot of people message me and say that it's not just related to this. Like, if you don't toe the fucking line, they shit on you, or they ban you for stupid reasons, or they make it difficult to do anything on this fucking wiki or be a part of it. Iron Wolf Spear. Will there ever be a third Kang video? Also fan from New York City. It's more dangerous for me as a Latino Trump supporter than these furries, Antifa fags. Any advice? Buy a fur coat, and then they'll think that you're one of them. You don't have to get a fur suit. Just buy a fur coat. And then, from a distance, they'll think that you're going to, like, Anthrocon and leave you the fuck alone. That would be my advice. Blend into your surroundings. Just Darty, why are they upset over a doorknob being harassed when there is literally an SCP-231 about raping kids? Try to make SCP PC as like hurting cats. There you go. Curtis D. The progressive stack. That's what it was called. Yeah, you know what? Give me a second. Let me see if I can find this video. Because I think if you see what I'm talking about and how fucking ridiculous it is, it really helps us kind of shine a spotlight on the type of people that I'm talking about. If YouTube will abide. Let's see if it will. No, that came out all wrong. Let's try this. Occupy Wall Street. I think this might be it. I'm gonna try to pop this up on screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. Well, how am I gonna do this? I think I should be able to do a window display. Yeah, there we go. See if I can open that a little more. Hopefully that's showing up for you guys. I'll check in a second. I'm just going to let it play. If this is the right one. If it's not, I'll cut it off and then we'll find the proper one.
What I have to do here, I just want some people to be aware of what's going on, is that they do things by a consensus, which means everyone gets to be heard. And the way people speak at their general assemblies is there are facilitators that keep a stack, which means a list of people who would like to speak. In New York, they use something called a progressive stack, which means if you have your name on a list and you come from a traditionally marginalized background, race, gender, ethnicity, anything that is traditionally marginalized, you get bumped up the list. So this means...
Look at these fucking retards. I can't remember what it is. It's some comedy cheerleader movie, but there's something called like jazz hands. That's the magic fingers. That's what they're doing. Remember, clapping is rape to SJWs. I forgot about that. So they wiggle their fingers to agree, and then hoot. Ooh, that's great. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Magic fingers. Magic fingers. They keep a list of a progressive stack. Yeah, this is from 2011, I think it said. So this fucking shit, man.
We want to be able to hear what everyone has to say. Also, one of the things stressed at Occupy Wall Street is the step up, step back. This means people who have been privileged all their lives, mainly white men, white women even, people who have been privileged, need to realize that they need to step up and step back if they've already said what they had to say.
Is this supposed to be an egalitarian movement?
Did you see the? Hopefully the audio's coming through. It's kind of low. There's not much I can do to boost it. But after she explains, you need to step up and step back. If you're a evil, icky white person, shut the fuck up and back off. That's basically what she told them. Somebody actually, probably the one confused, honest guy that's there because he thought this was about, fuck the banks and fuck the government, says, "Isn't this an egalitarian movement?" And did you see the look of confusion spread across her face? And everybody starts looking around, probably for a dictionary because they don't know what that word means. But let's see what the answer he gets is.
Sort of. That's
May
why
not.
everybody need to have people be heard no matter who they come from.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter whether what their general background is, because the majority of us are already part of the marginalized class of people. So it wouldn't matter because more people who are under that marginalized group would get to speak anyways. And I think what?
All right, something we need to identify off the bat. When we talk about privilege, we're talking about access to institutional power. Okay, the things that come.
Again, the audio is kind of bad on this, but the guy basically says, "Well, aren't we all here because we think we're getting shit on in an economic sense? Wouldn't that all make us marginalized? Aren't we equal when we're airing out our grievances?" And the response he gets from the dude that just jumped up is he starts explaining what privilege is, about how it's about institutional power.
From your skin color, your sex, your class, okay? And these are things you need to be aware of. That you have privilege over other people at different levels. Or you may have less privilege than other people, depending on who you are. Yes, we may all be marginalized, but some of us are far more marginalized than others. And we need to be respectful of that.
We're all marginalized, but some are more marginalized than others. Ugh, I'm getting Animal Farm vibes from this shit. We're all equal, but some are more equal than others. Yeah, so there you go. That's an example. I don't really get into the SJW shit anymore. But the SCP stuff kind of caught me off guard. And it's this kind of mindset that seems to be permeating the group at the moment. That very mentality that you saw in that video, that kind of attitude, that kind of take on things, on how things are going. Holy shit, that's old. I cannot believe I could. Is that right on the date on that? God damn. Yeah, 2011. 7 fucking years ago. I remember watching YouTube clips about this while it was still ongoing, while it was really happening. And thinking they were so confused because they didn't have like a solid talking point. Oh, fucking that's right. They sent 2 representatives onto, was it the Colbert Report or the Daily Show? No, Stephen Colbert interviewed them. Occupy Wall Street had its big moment. It was going to tell mainstream America why all these people were marching. What's really going on? And they brought some agendered, dumpy-looking art student who comes on there and says she's female-bodied and her name is Ketchup. And I remember watching that live and I thought, they're dead. That's it. They're done. No mainstream person in America is going to listen to somebody who calls himself Ketchup and identifies as female-bodied talk about the economic situation in the country. That was the worst person to pick for PR. That's when they shot themselves right in the fucking foot. But again, it just shows you anything can be taken over. Anything at all can be just snatched up from under you. So the SCP thing has been it's been brewing a little longer, but it seems to be happening sort of the same way. I don't know if any of these people identify as as a person named Ketchup, but maybe. From the Iron Pill, traditionally marginalized because whites just don't fucking matter. White people are icky. Killer Queen, Jim, heard of these pretenders? They pretend to be amputees by using prosthetic limbs, and check them out sometime. I do know that there was a woman, there was an article actually written about this, that she had a disability fetish, where she wanted to have her limbs amputated because she identified as a disabled person. And I call it a fetish because I think that's what it was, but no, she was explaining that just like transracial and transgender people exist, she was transabled. And to be her true self, they needed to cut her fucking legs off. And I'm fairly certain she did. There was another one that did it with her eyes. She wanted to be blind. Like that was the hotness for this chick. Like just gouge them out. Rip my fucking eyes out because I identify as a blind person. That's one of those decisions you probably wake up from later on and think, have I made a mistake? Yeah, probably. I probably made a fucking mistake. Bullet 25, where's mustard? Mustard, too masculine. Starts with an M. Couldn't have him go on there. Needed to get ketchup instead. I like how next up is your own stream. Yeah, they're officially linked together. Now every time somebody watches this dumb Occupy Richmond progressive stack conversation, they're going to see something about the LGB SCP and not know what the fuck is going on. Get leveled. So the SCP mod support pedophilia confirmed. With the 231 or 213 SCP, I don't know, we could take a look at it. We'll take a look. In fact, let's do that. I'm going to throw up SCP 2721, and we're going to look over the article. Just to give you an idea of the Homestuck fan-loving alien entity asteroid satellite thing that hangs out around Luna that just loves to write Tumblr blogs. Let's take a look at the great creative work that's going on this fucking wiki at this point. Hopefully that's all nice and focused. You can look it up yourself. It's SCP-2721. Euclid class object. Talking about its anomalous properties. We'll skip all that. We'll get down to see where we can. SCP-2721 lyre consists of a fluxing flesh-like substance which is covered in what appears to be ocular protrusions. While constantly fluxing, a few characteristics can be determined through its affectation of Luna's gravitational field, including mass redacted. 2721 Lord is a wedge-shaped entity with cilia-like objects containing redacted. So just big-ass, fleshy. This feels like feels like a ripoff of what was it? It's a manga or a horror manga about a planet that comes. It starts with an R. It's a giant planet that's like toxic and fleshy. But instead of eating worlds, this one wants to live as a transsexual woman. Oh, here we go. SCP-2721 Lyre presents itself on its blog as a trans woman artist and blogs exclusively. Oh, God, they actually put this in. Exclusively about social justice issues. Its content and webcomic, Homestuck. It has maintained a large group of acquaintances on the website and is well known for its Homestuck theories, drawings, and discussions. 2721 Lord maintains both a primary aesthetic blog and a secondary blog in which it talks about its feelings regarding Lyre. Oh. Okay, we'll go more in depth with this just awful shit. My name is Lyris, and I sometimes like to draw. You've probably seen my Homestuck stuff. But if you're here after reading some discourse post I wrote, I'm sorry to say that you're going to arrive in a world of disappointment. I mostly just flail around here posting my bad Homestuck theories and talking to friends. I think that's and art. I do art too, I guess. I'd like you to wow, this is a lot of okay. I'd like you to tag for triphobia, socophobia, homophobia, transmisogyny, alien abductions, and any mention or imagery associated with childbirth or menstruation. Sorry, it's for dysphoria reasons. And I'm not grossed out or a misanthrope, I promise. Just what in the fuck is this? Oh, there's more, please. Okay, good. Thank God. JavaScript's not working. Oh. I was in a bad place before Homestuck. Again, this is a giant alien satellite entity made of eyeballs and flesh that now identifies as a transsexual human. I was in a bad place before Homestuck. I mean, not like I'm in a bad place now. Could have been worse. Everything tasted the same. Everything was the same. I couldn't, enjoy anything at a level that was real. Everything was just skimming the surface. I could never get down to the core of anything or understand anything. Just see, just watch, just wait for someone else or something else to do something. I felt sad's a shitty way to put it. Joyless? Ellie couldn't even make me feel anything. I'm not even sure I could feel anything before I realized I was a woman. Maybe finally opening up myself to this allowed me to finally feel. I've heard a lot about people going on HRT and like crying a lot. I always hear people talking about being on estradiol for a while, causing them to just, cry for no reason. Just some tears. I don't know. I guess I can't physically transition given my issues, but I feel like the kind of mental transition I've done is something similar. I can cry again. I can laugh again. I'm talking about the sort of shit when I talk about it being hard to distinguish between getting into Homestuck and realizing I was a lady. They're so fucking intertwined. They both gave me an awakening that just kind of, I don't know, came from each other? Birthed each other, I guess. I don't know. I'm bad at metaphors sometimes. Ah ha 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 ha! Holy shit. Well, I can confirm that even though this is a fictional entry on the SCP Wiki, that Homestuck very much does you... Homestuck very much will make you become a woman. If you're into the Homestuck fandom, it's only a hop, skip, and a jump away from taking HRT and wearing a dress. This alien satellite entity is correct about that. And then this is the other entity, the other satellite, talking about learning to use pronouns. And it's so stilted. I don't understand. It's really weird reading. She has asked me to call her she, her pronouns. She tells me. She of the language of the world we monitor. She enjoys it. She told me that she has found something worthwhile. She is reading a comic. She says. Could you shove she in there anymore? Aside from the 38 fucking times that it fit in that first opening paragraph? She has asked me to call her Lyris. We had never had names. I have fixed her before. She has fixed me before. We were broken then. She tells me we are not broken now. She tells me that she is happy. The alien satellite entity now identifies as a trans woman named Lyris. And if you use the designated name that it had before, you're dead naming it. What the fuck am I reading? Oh, if somebody wants to send me the is it 231? Let me dig through here. Let me see if I can find it. Go take a look at this shit. Just give me 1 second here. I will bring it up. 231. I think that's what they said. Actually, while I wait for that, I'll hit a few more super chats here. Bastio34, will there be a series on the MRAs? Yes, there will. I've just been caught up in other dumb stuff. But yeah, no, I'm planning on doing that. MRAs, incels, all of that. Volk Colpartrian. The LGBT population is used and abused as a shield for horrible people to do horrible things. SJWs have assaulted a trans friend of mine for years. Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. Again, it's this mindset. It's the Tumblr mindset. It's kind of weird, I stopped doing Tumblrism, so I'm not used to seeing it, and I don't really do SJW shit anymore. So it's one of those things that I haven't been paying attention to. It's a bit of a blast from a past. Rocket Insano, are we sure this isn't an elaborate joke about how fucking strange the internet is? Like, is the Flesh satellite trying to take over the wiki? Maybe the Flesh satellite arrived when it heard about the trials and tribulations of the sexy doorknob being assaulted by staff members. But, again, it's kind of weird, right? Because the doorknob was getting raped, basically, constantly by staff members that were just so horny they couldn't take it. But we saw the staff members. I thought they were all, attracted to werewolves and asexual and stuff. So do we need to use the sexy doorknob to unfuck their minds? Is that how this works? Brandon Mefford, the lovely folks at X are attempting to rebirth what SCP originally stood for via RCP Authority. So if you're looking for that old SCP feel, check out RCP Authority. Best of luck. Just try to keep an eye on things better this time, and don't let Tumblr and Reddit just fuck it up. Killcode 102, it's a retarded elder thing, huh? What the fuck? Also, when do we get points where being white cis male straight is banned. That happens everywhere. Jacob Maynard, seeing this happening to SCP, I want to die, Jim. Yep, enjoy the sadness of it, as something that you probably enjoyed for years or you knew about from a long time ago is just turned into dog shit. John Hammett, will you be covering glitched, puppet, moral, Eevee stuff in the future? Pedophilia confirmed, bestiality confirmed, child grooming confirmed, and standard SJW bullshit they are trying to crawl back as if nothing happened. I am completely unaware of anything that you just talked about, but feel free to, I guess, send it to me or send me a starting point. You can do that on Twitter. Just send me the info, and I'll take a look, because I'm out of the loop on that one. Regenic Wolf, I pray for the day that an asteroid Apophis strikes Earth in 2036. Astronomers say that it is unlikely, but I pray. The best part is that if it does strike the Earth, it'll hit the West Coast and kill all you fucking degenerates. By the way, Jim, your videos have made me a nihilist now. Yeah, welcome to the, what is it, the black pill. There is no hope, right? That's the mindset I apparently have. That's what I'm told, at least. I just, there's ridiculous shit on the internet that I like to laugh at. And for whatever reason, half the time, it's a reoccurring cast of characters that are behind the stupidity. Hey, you know, for a while it was the SJW stuff, and then it kind of moved into the really weird, degenerate shit. With certain fandoms doing fucked up stuff. It does make you lose a little bit of faith in humanity. Hussar H. Fight back against leftist encroachment. Fight back against them. Join Patriot Front. Bloodandsoil.org. It's a little advertisement, I suppose, from Hussar. The one and only Mario Man. Hey, Jim, just wondering if you plan on doing another DSP video now that he has depression. No, I don't. I did the DSP thing about the chick that was catfishing him because it was funny that for once he was innocent. And he didn't fall for it, and it was obvious what was going on. But if you want a really great DSP video that sums him up and is a nice watch, go check out Down the Rabbit Hole. Frederick Knudsen did it better than I could do it, and there's no reason to go over the same thing. Lin Wu, SJWs and quality content mix like lard and water. Very true. Very, very fucking true. There's a message retracted. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Let me see if I can find this SCP now. I can get rid of the progressive stack video from Occupy Richmond. It's a little blast from the past there. There we go. The manga you're thinking of is Hellstar Ramina. That is what I'm thinking of. That's what popped into my mind when I was reading the discussion or the description of 2721. Granted, there's no long tongue coming out of it, but that you talk about like a giant living entity in space that's planetoid and fucking with things around it, and I thought, okay, Ramina, that's what it is. A doorknob needs protection too, apparently. Apparently that's very true. Slutty doorknobs just asking for it. Somebody, Lythromantic, also known as achiriomantic or apromantic, is a romantic orientation on the aromantic there's a spectrum for aromance. Okay. Somebody who is lythromantic can feel romance attraction towards others, and also joy being in romantic relationships, but only in theory? So, okay, that sounds like just a forever alone. Is that what we're talking about? Is that really a fancy word for forever alone? It's like I could be happy if I met somebody that could stand me, but nobody's ever going to be able to stand me. But theoretically, it could happen. Are SJWs creating new fucking terminology for shit that 4chan's been joking about and the internet's been joking about for 10 years? But they need to give it some fancy new fucking terminology. They just can't say forever alone or neat or shit like that. They've got to create a fucking spectrum to place it on. Is that the direction we're going in? From Cathurga, this trans stuff really gets to me because the social pressure being exerted on researchers by supposedly kind and caring people is killing trans people. They need treatment, not reinforcement. Well, feel free to, well, I was going to say feel free to tell the SCP wiki people that, but they will ban your ass for even even going there. Cication? Sack-chan. I'm not sure how we're pronouncing this. Hey Jim, I loved your That Guy with the Glasses series. Would love more internet anthropology along those lines. Keep up the great work. Glad you liked it, but I don't have any plans on doing a series like that again. At least not for a long time. K-Mox Asylums weren't all that bad is all I'm saying. A lot of people should be committed for their good of the rest of society. These are the toxic comments that they're being brigaded with. What the fuck is this? Okay. I'm just... That's somebody sent me their own original OC SCP. Very nicely done, Mr. Blue Sky. That's quite the thing. Okay, so like I said, it was a short stream. I just wanted to show some of the goofy shit that I missed for the video and to show a bit of the reaction. I made a video talking about something. It wasn't an attempt to brigade your precious subreddit. I never directed people. I never pointed at you and said, go get them. The only thing I said in that entire video was at the end, where I said that you're probably so up your own ass with this progressive shit that they could pressure you into celebrating the dumbest of fucking holidays by just simply demanding it. I mean, you're already talking about doing a Black History Month. Every month is going to have a new fucking logo now, because you can't just let it be a short story horror fiction wiki. You have to make it about some fucking weird shit, whatever it is, that you personally view as a pet project. And then you ban people, and you censor them, and you make statements like, again, from your fucking official Tumblr account. If you don't support the LGBTQIA+, you're not a fan, or you're not an SCP fan. Hey, how about this? How about fuck you? How about I'm an SCP fan if I enjoy the fucking shit that people have contributed? How about I'm a fan because I like the writing? How about I'm a fan because I find the ideas interesting? How about my fandom with this has jack and all shit to do with your personal political bullshit? And maybe you shouldn't be going around making grandiose statements about something you didn't build, asshole. You fucking Redditor. Going around dictating to people if they can be a fan or not of something when you jumped on after it started? Fuck off. I mean, I don't make the rules. Oh, wait, yes, I do. So fucking arrogant. It's always the same. It's always this arrogant, pissy little attitude with fucks like this. There's a Kids in the Hall sketch that sums up assholes like this almost perfectly. It's about some dude that works in an office, and he gets promoted to like some middling position. So he's like some paper pusher, and he gets just a little bit of power. And I think it's called Drunk with Moderate Power, where he's just screaming at people and talking about how many paper clips they can have for no other reason than that he has the authority now to do that. I hate that attitude. It's a fucking wiki. It's a fucking idea for short horror fiction, sci-fi shit. Stop making it more than that. Just let people... fuck, I can't stand people like this. Getting a little aggravated with these people. Mills, Mickmook. Check out what they supposedly won't ban you for in the site rules. Respectful disagreement with staff decisions. Having an unpopular opinion. Actually, that's bullshit. In the video, when I was looking through their forum posts and the discussions and on their discussion pages, one of the administrators outright stated that they left the rules vague intentionally so that staff could ban you for any reason they wanted to. They intentionally left the rules vague so they could ban you whenever they felt like it. They openly fucking state that. There's a screen cap of it. It follows directly after their previous statement talking about how if you disagree with this shit, you need to be eliminated or purged. Organic Wolf, how much have you made from Super Chat, though? I have no idea. I'm not keeping a running tally while we're doing this. I'm just getting a little salty at their stupid fucking Tumblr. Brendan Stillner, can I screw that sexy doorknob? You know it's asking for it. The doorknob wants it. It wouldn't be wearing what it's wearing as it walks down that dark alley if it didn't want it. Aiden, hey Jim, could you send alerts before you live stream so I could give you money? Love Pay Piggy. I don't know how you send alerts about live streaming. I mean, I think if a decent amount of people saw that it was popping up. I don't even know. Let me see what the view count is. Give me 1 second while I struggle. Grandpa's got to get technology to work for him here. It's all confused with this internet shit. 30-year-old boomer, huh? Where are we going? Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly good amount. You know, I will try to set up some kind of fucking alert system, I guess, so people know when live streams are going on. I would have posted on Twitter, but again, I've been put in timeout for telling British people that they're cucked. The absolute state of Europe. The Wee Snake. Honestly, it's crazy to see these days. SJWs have kind of become a punchline from what I've seen. Yeah, that's kind of why I stopped covering it. They're the ass end of every joke at this point. Volks Koilopration. I know I'm butchering people's names. Remember, SJW equals incels. Deny that out trans people have conditional cis privilege. Valerie Creef is the trans feminist against SJWs. She can tell you how this works. Oh, what was the fucking term that I saw a lot of people dropping like a year or two ago? Trying to describe a certain segment of the population that they thought were these fucking trans trender, where it was like the hot new fucking thing to jump onto, so everybody wants to be a tranny now to get oppression points. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I'm kind of out of the loop. Izzy Barrel, any chance for the X-Files videos to make a comeback? I did 6 of them. I mean, I covered the main stuff that I like. I just really, I just wanted to make fun of the succubus threads. Because it was like you couldn't go on the board for a while without like 3 fucking threads about somebody wanting to summon a succubus. Some lonely, fat retard can't get a date. So he's like, how can I force a demon to fuck me? And it's always the same thing. They tell him, go buy 48 candles. Go buy 48 candles, tie a string around your dick, and spin in a circle for half the night. And then she'll come and electric fuck you. And it's just like, you can't read that thread that many times and not be like, come on. It's enough. Enough. All right. Well, thank you for coming out. Like I said, I just wanted to cover some of this stuff. I'm going to throw up these ridiculous, stupid pictures again. I'll read the rest of the super chats, and then there's that. Oh, where is it here? Where's the fucking one? There we go. There. Oh, it's all out of focus. Just size that perfectly. Mom said it's my turn to play. God, that face. Almost there. Grandpa's getting it. There we are. Secure, contained pride. Again, inclusion unconditionally. Like, how do you make this and not like, it has to strike you, this is retarded. And it's so fucking dumb. Why would you make this? Why would you make these pictures and spread them? It's begging to be made fun of. Oh, Jesus. What in the fuck? Okay, let me pull up the super chats. I'll hit the ones that I missed, and then we'll all have a nice evening. Hopefully the alternatives that X are making actually come to fruition. We get some entertaining stuff. Get something that people can use without getting fucking banned immediately. All right. From YouTube. Oh, wait. Is that? Make sure I got the right picture up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's the right one. Beautiful. From YouTube official, Riley Paul Woods had sex with a transgender at Mardi Gras. Well, thank you, YouTube official, for the hottest updates. Skylar DeBeer, bring your chubby China doll on the stream. Can't do that. I have an exclusive contract with Pornhub. We all know how those streams go when she pops up. Uncreative deconstructionism. I love you, my nibba. That's right. That's right. Dindu Electric Boogaloo, I can call Corrine to help you with alerts. She knows the owner of TTS. Fuck, I'm going to end up needing to do another stream on Ice Beside, and I hear there's a whole shitstorm going on with his community right now. A whole metric fuck ton of people getting real angry at him for a whole bunch of different stuff. But I haven't really been paying attention, so I'm a bit behind the loop on that one as well. So much interesting shit going on. Display name, you hate Skype. No, Skype is wonderful. It's what a great service that is. Miyoho, love Love for all boy lovers, girl lovers. Well, that's a very brave statement to make, Mia Hayo. I'm gonna guess, is that an SCP that I haven't come across? Rabbi Herschel Lieberman Berg Blastine. Patriot Front are Yankee fags who love the Jews. Apparently, the rabbi is not pleased with that particular group. Yosemite Sam Tenacia, or I don't know how to pronounce this fucking guy's name. Is it XXX Tenation or Tenation XXX? Is dead. We just keep winning. Mega. Brandon Stilner, can I screw? Oh, I already read this one. Let's see, alert. Jessica Eustace, Knutson also made an SCP video about its history. I think he talked about a lot about the upheaval from the owners. Most left over the site getting that way. Well, yeah, that's another good one. If you want to go watch another video about SCP and its history, I suppose, down the rabbit hole, the guy that did that, Knutson, apparently has a video up on it. Feel free to check that out. Rando number 9, RIP SCP-2453 XXX Tenation. He finally broke containment for the final time. Karambi, off to Oregon. Pray for me, chat. Godspeed. Good luck. Good luck and Godspeed. Uncreative Deconstructionism. I just wanted to donate to support you. You the best. Thank you. Vicious Kisses. The SCP Foundation has been infected with a deadly outbreak known as the Gay. For so long we tried to contain it. Time to join the Chaos Insurgency. It's the only way to fight back. Iron Wolf Spear, what do you think about the Purge prequel and its trailer showing Make America Purge Again? Should we take the leftist advice as well as stab the SCP? I haven't watched any of the fucking Purge movies aside from like the first one, and I haven't even seen the trailer. But I'll check it out and see how terrible it is. They're starting to feel like asylum films at this point. Tick Tesla 97, Jim, let me have your babies. I don't think Jade would like that too much. Old Livers Rivers, the world's lost a future astronaut today. So sad. Terrible. Rip. Leader of the Lost Souls, can't we just hack the site and kick the SJWs out? I have no idea who runs the site or who owns it. I just know that the administrators and moderators currently in charge seem to have a stick up their ass. Comedy seems to be a dead concept to them. I don't know. It sounds like there are two alternatives popping up, Chaos Insurgency and the RCP Authority. So hopefully they're good. And people contribute to them, come up with creative shit, and it brings back the feel of what it used to be without all this ridiculous crap. Fatal Oath, teach Occupy Millennials how to grill brothers. Or grill brothers, HH. Hey Dan, this might be off topic, but Jim, do you have any good relationship tips or advice? Why do all women nag? P.S. Love your work, keep it up. I have no relationship advice for you. If you're asking a stranger on the internet for relationship advice, no advice they give you is going to be sufficient. Consider hiring a hooker. Izzy Barrel, any chance for the X-Files video? Okay, I read that one, sorry. Liquid Water 27, the RPC Authority says hi. Hello back at you. I'm just making sure I've got the ones that I missed here. 500, transploitation sci-fi horror short fiction is so important to so many. Think of all the lives being affected here. Jesus Christ, Jim. Think of the children. I know, it's terrible. From Nerdbane, just a quick reminder. Fuck Movie Bob. Is he still alive? I thought he was dead. I thought Boogie outlived Movie Bob. I guess I'm wrong. Coila Dante, there was one SCP in the Little Misters series. Like the doorknob, but not a joke and not a doorknob. It was a woman. She got struggle snuggled? It's a cute way of putting it. Grayson, that was gay and awful writing. Welcome to the new shit. Grayson. Hope you enjoyed it. Husar H, fight back against further leftist encroachment, fight back. Okay. Oh, I've already read this one. A gas Hoth. This is to be a 24-hour op. No, sadly, it's not. These people are serious. Kill Code 102. It's a retarded elder thing. I read that one. Here we go. Scott Decker. Jim's a faggot. We got him now, boys. Bastosio 34. Oh, I read yours too. Yeah, I read some of these intermittently, so I'm just trying to hit the ones that I missed. Jacob Maynard. Seeing this happening to SCP, you want to die. Yep, join the club. This is a Russian username, so I'm just going to call it Russian. The Russian says, SCP is pathetic. Tear it down, Jim. Austin Howell, have a tenor for bringing this degeneracy to my attention. Much love from England. I don't know, now that you've donated $10 to this stream, you've probably been put on a watch list for the terrible things that I've said. Hopefully you don't get beaten to death with a spork as the police come and nicely ask you to come to jail. VAWBC Carry, 51 people dislike the stream already. Must be everyone from SCP, lol. Rando number 9, Trump is creating the Space Force to deal with the SCP menace. Yeah. Oh, shit. Midnight Sparkle, the woman who blinded herself pisses me off beyond all hell. As a disabled person with poor eyesight, that's insulting. Yeah, they're fucked up people out there that just fetishize it, and I just don't get it, man. There was a time all around the world, not just in America, where if you said crazy shit to somebody, they would say, you're fucking crazy. But now we've reached the point where crazy motherfuckers, we need to be inclusive. And we need to pretend that it's normal. So if you meet some batshit insane person that tells you, I am really, I'm transracial, transgender, trans-disabled. I need my doctor to blind me and cut my legs off so I can be the real me. Instead of saying, you probably should be, in an institution or on some kind of medication or seeing a shrink. Instead, we have to say, how very brave for you. Oh, you're such a shining example, stunning and brave. Fucking Christ. Asian Hollands, hey Jim, I'm not autistic enough to donate to your Patreon, so here's the donation. Finding a way around it. I like it very much. Oh yeah, by the way, the guy that said the glitched puppet Marl Evie stuff, I just saw the chat again. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, so if you get a chance, could you, or somebody who's familiar with it, just send me something over at Twitter so I can look into it, because it sounds like a wild fucking thing. Gentleman bystander, funny part is people bring these lunatics. Oh, what is it? Funny part is people think these lunatics are the problem and not the people who are commanding them. We have to fight the lunatics, right, Sergen? Random number 9, RIP XXX Tenation. Everybody's very fucked up over this guy's death today. Griffin Cost, SCP Secure Cuck Project. And the username's an eyeball, so I'm not sure how I'd go pronouncing that one. I wouldn't have even minded if it was just a rainbow flag on the front page, but it's a goddamn black people are gay too, get over it flag. You're calling that's not political. Yeah, that is true. I forgot to mention this. It's not just a rainbow flag. It's a rainbow black and brown flag, which I guess somebody told me meant some kind of weird intersectionality, which when you start talking intersectionality about fucking anything, it's newspeak for snowflake. Inxus, I know that sounds fake, but thank you for being the voice for us, my dude. Have I gone back far enough? What am I missing here? Lucas Toth, this is the result of NeoGAF's destruction. No, I'm fairly certain they've all gone to a new shitty website. The ones that left, and that's I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's extra bad. Rocket Insano, alt-writers, I love that. There's Jim's Black Boyfriend. Remember reading that one. Veggie Bad, read that one. Oh, I need a better system for keeping track of these things. Solar Sanua, I have a feeling the SCP staff are lying to these degenerates and are actually using them as test subjects. They're playing 14-dimensional interplanetary backgammon. They were the Foundation all along. No. Mobile Crusader, in my country there's a problem, and that problem is the Jew. They take everybody money, and they never give it back. Throw the Jew down the well, so my country can be free. Sounds much better in musical form. Mame Lord Gord, the principle still applies. Whatever isn't explicitly right-wing and aggressively so will eventually be taken over by the left. Kiernak, my brother put me on you back when you were shitting on Sandra Lee. It's like he never died. As I watch your streams and videos, keep doing God's work, Jim. From what I understand, she's still getting drunk and does not know how to bake a cake to save her life, even though it's been like a decade. Okay. From NaX300, buy yourself a nice pack of filtered camels. I will do that. Curtis D, grab 'em by the knob sluts. That one works. Michael Shaw, how did the average creepypasta... Okay, all right, I think I backed up enough. I apologize. I've lost myself. I got flustered at their stupid fucking shit that they put up on their Tumblr, and I've just fucked it all up. All right, let me make sure I haven't missed any new ones, and then we'll call it an evening. Breakdance Express, missed mine, Jumbo. I caught you now. New Age Culture, it's pronounced extension. Mental Dichotomy, have some shekels for the awesome kids in the halls reference. I miss good comedy. Yeah, it's been a while since decent comedy has been around. Neon Ghoul, there's an SCP that says pedos are pure humans with multiple limbs and go after children to make them pure. Like them, i.e., make them more of their numbers, Jim. Okay. Colt Revolver, hey Jim, what do you think of Pride Month? I think having a month to celebrate anything is pretty much fucking pushing it. Maybe I give you an hour. I mean, you want a month of my time for something, it better be something fucking worthwhile. How about instead of Memorial Day or something like that, how about we have a Memorial Month? I'd rather celebrate people that bled and died for me and for the freedoms I have than celebrate somebody's gender identity. That's where I'd start with that conversation. For Boydus, 1, relationship advice, don't let Asian girlfriends make tacos, very true. On creative deconstructionism, one more for good luck, please say, that's right. iPig, there is so much SCP porn and it's only growing. Porpoise time, it's XXX Tentacion. Okay, well, now I phonetically pronounced it. The clouds pass by. Keep up the good work, Sweetie Jim. Anderson Paladin, just pause my Eldritch Alien horrors up, fam. Bandit, first donation, just wanted to say I love your streams. Glad you enjoy them. Gas station, hi, I'm a gas station. I like your stream. Did you know they added a K to the end of LGBTQQICAPF2KQ? Thank you for reading, sincerely. Rob Poe, sincerely, gas station. Rob Poe, what's up? Who's up to create an alternative SCP site? It's probably only going to take a week to get more support than the official site. From what I understand, multiple people are doing that, so hopefully one catches everybody's attention and they can all focus on that. Or there are multiple alternatives and they all do well. Ghost Pokemon, I will never abandon Skype. Take that, millennials. Bartomeu 5, secure, contain, pride is the cringiest fucking shit I've ever fucking seen. Welcome to the club. Ryan, am I a degenerate? I don't know. If you stand in front of a mirror, are you dressed in a fursuit? If you stand in front of a mirror, are you looking at something that most people would laugh at? It's probably a good place to start when asking one of those self-reflective questions. The Orange Cow, Jim, are you going to make any kind of announcement before putting content out on other platforms you were talking about? Yes, I will. Orgris Den, X is dead and there's no replacing it. F to RIP. Vokando Dinuk, Mom said it's my turn to ban the haters. Mookow, previously you've threatened to abandon Mr. Metokur once it develops too many subs. Damn it, Jim, I need your ranty bants. Much love, amigo. Don't leave too soon. Kiernak, how much would I have to pay you to take Agent Trouse to Pound Town? Not happening. Kenshin 891 Transtrender. Hi Tumblr. I identify as stargender. My pronouns are shine, shines, shine self. Tee-hee. Rando number 9. Jim, be a good goy. Enjoying UKIP. Also, RIP XXX Tentation. YouTube official. Okay. We've looped back around, I believe. Yes, we have. All right. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Again, got a little heated, a little bit salty. They're stupid fucking... That's the dumb shit that they do. All right, I'll read these last 5 and then I'm going to end the stream here. Let's see what we got. Rob Pro, off topic. What are your thoughts on the change the channel drama now that it's blown over? It seems like the death nail of that shit. I don't know what these people are going to do after that, but it really kind of imploded, didn't it? Nemesis Raccoon, read my older super chat, man, or I will end myself. Well, you should have put what the message was in the newer one, so I'd know what to look for. Elderly queer gentleman, Jimmy boy, you making American spirit money now? Level up. Steven Stromboli, leave me alone, Lex. And Breakdance Express, how many suburban daddy damage does it take to attain a ruin goddamn everything fetish? I don't know. That's a very good on-point question. Something that the moderator should know. And then finally from Johnny Flynn, the gays have paused up SCP. Alrighty. Yeah, these fucking images are ridiculous. Look at them. Just, why would you need to announce to people you're asexual? If you have no interest in sex, why are you telling anybody that? It should be a non-issue. It's like something you don't talk about. Hi, I'm asexual is the most unimportant statement you could ever make in your life. You put no stock in sex, so why are you even drawing attention to it? Unless you're an attention whore. And Lythromantic, I fucking don't know. The guy wants to fuck werewolves. Let's just leave it at that. He wants to bang the shit out of werewolves. He can say otherwise, but we know. We fucking know. Alright, chat. Hope you enjoyed the stream. It's a bit of a short one, but like I said, I just wanted to cover some of the shit that I missed previously. Because, god damn it, if I had these fucking images, they would have been front and center in the video. You all have a good Monday. Hopefully the RCP Authority, I believe it was, and the Chaos Insurgency do well, and people contribute and build them up. All right.